The ragtop do-it-yourself flotation tank is quite simple. Here you see the basis of the tank. It's called a containment tank and they're easily obtainable. You're seeing a 325-gallon containment tank. All we do to form the ragtop do-it-yourself flotation tank is to put a tarp on top of the containment tank, as you see here. Okay, now the topic of this talk is about sag in the top of the tank and one way to combat it. Let's first understand what we're doing at positions 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the diagram. We're creating what we call anchor points. Anchor points are where we drill a hole in the lip of the tank as well as the tarp and then cinch the tarp to the tank with a zip tie. Okay, so we have 4 anchor points shown in this diagram. Now, after setting up the tank this way, there will be a significant amount of sag in the tarp at position H. Granted, one obvious way to deal with this sag is to use a substance like styrofoam instead of a tarp. And there's some discussion of that for future builds. But in this build, what we did is we added a 5th anchor point in between positions 2 and 4. That is to say, we exerted pulling force on the tarp on the left side of the tank in between 2 and 4 to locate another place to get rid of tank sag. The rest of this video will show me locating that position between positions 2 and 4, drilling a hole, and then cinching the cinching the tarp to the tank via the use of a zip tie. If you can take a drill and drill it a hole in plastic, and if you can take a zip tie and put it through that hole, then you have all the carpentry skills necessary to build the ragtop do-it-yourself flotation tank. Okay, let's take a quick look. In the ragtop tank, over there in this corner, you see a zip tie that's running through the plastic and through the tarp. Right here, a zip tie running through the plastic and through the tarp. A zip tie running through the plastic and through the tarp, and a zip tie running through the plastic and through the tarp. When you run a zip tie through the plastic and through the tarp, we call that an anchor point, okay? Now, the 4 anchor points that I just described are okay, but you may notice that there's some sag in the tank here, okay? So, in this current build, the way that we're going to address sag is by creating another anchor point experientially. We're going to pull in the tank. Boom. Look at that. We got rid of the sag. Then what are we going to do? We're going to grab the drill. All right. Ba, 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 ba. Ba. Right there. Right? So I'm pulling right here. Let me see. Where am I pulling? Yeah. Right here. Okay. Right there where I'm pulling. I'm going to start the drill. I hope I don't stab myself. You need a good bit. Make sure they give you a good drill bit at the hardware store for this. Yeah, I think we're going through the plastic, and I do not want to stab myself. It might be better to just drill the hole without the tarp in the way first. Let's finish this up. Yes. A little more. Come on. Done. Come on out. Okay, now I've got to reverse the drill. Technical. All right, so we got our hole. Yeah, let's pull it tight. Oh, look, we already drilled the hole in the tarp as well. But yeah, I suggest drilling through the plastic first. also a pilot. Now we're going to pull her tight, put in the zip tie. Okay, didn't come out the other end there, that's weird. That's weird. Come on, this is easy, guys. Just need to put it through, thread the needle here. Yeah. No wire. Through easily. Alright. There it is. Okay. Well, we can put it through this way. Either way works, right? As long as it gets, there we go, and there it is. And now we pull it tight, and the sag is gone. Okay. See, there used to be sag. You see how straight across that is now? All right, so now we just basically, okay, just nice. And we've gotten rid of the sag in the tank. Done. Easy. The ragtop do-it-yourself flotation tank version 2024 only uses anchor points and a tarp. And it works great. I've been using it for 15, 30, 45 days now as I continue to test and use it. I'm very happy. Very happy.